Welcome to Lesson 14. This lesson will be about medical care in retirement. Many people think that medical care in retirement means Medicare. You probably already know that if you need medical care in your retirement, you'll need a whole lot more than Medicare. Since you can read all about what Medicare covers in the reading, we're going to talk about how you might build a plan that gives you the kind of full coverage you're used to having, or at the very least, expect what to have in retirement. The idea here is to give you some sort of cost parameters to think about as you plan for retirement. Remember, there is no family discount on healthcare in retirement. All costs are per person and thus double for a couple. The reason I bring this up is because medical care is one of the most expensive things people have to face in retirement. However, it's one of the least planned things people plan for in retirement. If you browse the information on Medicare, you will find that Medicare Part A covers hospitalization, skilled nursing care, home health, and hospice care for free for most Americans. It would be accurate to say that care is at no premium. However, to say care is free is an incredible overstatement. Going into the hospital the night before for outpatient surgery will cost you more than $1,000. Go ahead and review this slide for more information. Similarly, Medicare Part B provides doctor care for an inexpensive premium of just over $104 a month in 2013. But that's not the end of the costs. You have already paid $1,300 before you even get the chance to pay only 20% for all those costs. In 2013, Medicare costs just over $104 per month per person. That's a pretty good buy for what it really is. It's not quite as good for the high-income folks that have to pay up to $335 per month for the same coverage. Remember, Medicare does not cover dental, hearing, vision, or drugs. Original Medicare has no catastrophic cap, thus no practical maximum other than your total wealth. If your wealth is diminished, you can go on Medicaid, or in California, known as Medi-Cal. When thinking about expenses in retirement, you will need to consider them all. You can either do your own estimate of what you think they will cost and cover them as you come up, or plan to use insurance to cover some of that cost. Consider selecting Medicare Advantage programs to cover Medicare's shortcomings. They come in 5 types and provide all the Parts A and B's benefits. It may even include some of the benefits excluded from Part B. They often use fixed co-payment fee structures and include a catastrophic cap. Since this coverage is offered by a private insurer, they often control the costs by restricting doctor choice or requiring pre-approval for referrals. They may or may not charge an additional premium beyond Part B. Also, they all preclude the use of a Medigap policy, which we will discuss later. Medicare Part B is insurance available to limit the cost of your drugs for Medicare recipients. The program is voluntary, but requires enrollment in Part B. It's offered by private insurers and function under government-established parameters. The cost and drugs available vary between carriers. It includes catastrophic coverage. There is, however, a government-mandated surcharge for high-income individuals and couples. Premiums go up if you do not start when you first become eligible. Medigap policies are private insurance policies that conform to coverage guidelines set by the government. Coverage guidelines generally cover those deductibles and co-payments required by Medicare. Thus, it's a combination of insurance and cost smoothing for the individual and reduces the need for catastrophic coverage. Medigap is not available if you are enrolled in Medicare Part C. Again, Medigap is not available if you are enrolled in Medicare Part C. Private policies are available for vision, dental, and hearing. Since these are pretty narrowly focused coverage, you will probably find that the cost per year for the premium plus co-payments is comparable to long-term average cost. They are mostly cost smoothing insurance that can avoid spikes in care costs. So far we've talked about the need and cost for medical care. You have seen that Medicare pays for nursing home care after a 3-day stay in the hospital and the total period is limited. Many hospital stays are very short in duration. Also, nursing home care, by definition, includes significant medical intervention, not just incapacity. Custodial care, on the other hand, deals with assisting with the daily activities of life. In today's aging society that turns out to be years of assistance and tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars of expenses, Medicare does not cover custodial care. Again, Medicare does not cover custodial care. A plan for self-insurance would probably call for a couple things. One, living in your home for as long as possible with assistance of family and perhaps some hired help, followed by assisted living until full custodial care is needed. If assets are not completely depleted, Medicaid will take over. Long-term insurance is expensive but not cost prohibitive. Such care will provide support as abilities significantly decline and also provide some level of catastrophic support. We recommend that you probably plan for between $3,000 and $4,500 per year in medical care and give some serious thought as to how much you can afford assistance as your abilities to earn income decline.